Hi everybody and welcome to Cultivation with yours truly. My name is Cassidy McLaren. I'm a psychic medium based out of Colorado, and today I have your February 2020 monthly recap. So in these videos, I like to go over the astrology of the month that we just went through, some of the energies I was noticing, a little bit of stuff that's going on for me personally so you can get to know me a little bit better, and then my playlist for the month. So February was a pretty, I don't know, it was a pretty interesting month. It was full of a lot of nebulousness, a lot of watery energy, a lot of creativity, especially near the end of the month. There were a lot of themes around kind of being unique and creating something that is unique to you, getting back to creative projects. There's a lot around surrender as well. I know with myself and some of my friends, some of the things that happened this month really did ask us all to surrender. In the background, you will hear my rabbit drinking from her little water bottle and possibly my roommates making breakfast. I'm doing this video super early. I've got like a stupid busy weekend, so yeah, if I seem discombobulated, I'm just getting over a cold, lots of stuff going on, but we're gonna get into it anyway. So February, on the 3rd we had Mercury, which rules our thinking and our communication, go from Aquarius, which is kind of cold, detached, futuristic, into Pisces. That's a little bit more, like I was saying, like nebulous, watery, emotional, creative, full of compassion and love. Pisces is death. It's dissolving into something bigger than oneself. It is channeling, it is divinity, intuition, things of that nature. On the 7th, we had Venus going from that same watery sign of Pisces into the sign of Aries, which is a really fiery, initiation type of energy. So when Venus is in Aries, she wants to make love and make war. She's a little bit feisty. So what we value and what we find beautiful was going from that kind of sweet, watery, gentle Pisces into more of a kind of feisty space. And then we had our full moon in Leo. This happened on the 9th. This was a really nice moon. Leo is one of my favorite energies in general. It's full of creativity. It's really radiant. It is expressive. It can be exuberant, about courage, kind of anchoring in the heart, seeing if you can live in love, balancing that Aquarian energy from the beginning of the month when the sun was still in Aquarius with that beautiful opposite Leo. Aquarius is finding your uniqueness within the collective, whereas Leo is just knowing that you are unique simply because you are. It was kind of about, finding your eternal sunshine and your inner child. Then on the 16th, we had Mars going into Capricorn from Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is, an archetypal energy of travel, higher education. It's fiery. It's searching for truth. It's celebration. So we were really focused on that for pretty much since 2020 began. And now we have Mars in Capricorn, which is on the south node. So we're kind of focusing again back on what kind of structures or traditions we want to release, working with karma, things of that nature. Mars is where we put our energy. So we're now kind of putting our energy in that Capricorn space, which, like I said, it's structures, tradition, top down, it's business, things of that nature. Then on the 17th, or actually I think it was either the 16th or the 17th. I want to say it was the 16th. Mercury went retrograde in Pisces. So, of course, Mercury retrograde, everybody knows about that. It is when our thinking and communication starts to go backwards. We revisit, we re-edit, we revise different different energies based on where Mercury is traveling. So traveling in Pisces, going backwards, this is where our thinking and communication get really murky. A sense of maybe like muddiness or trying to communicate with sonar underwater. It is psychological, it's deeply sentimental, deeply emotional, going back over certain things that really pull at the heartstrings. There's a lot of illusion or confusion or delusion, things of that nature. We can also find ourselves really wanting to rework on our compassion, revisit certain creative projects, things of that nature. Then on the 18th, we had the sun go from Aquarius, which is that kind of cold, intellectual, futuristic, forward-thinking, unique, rebellious energy, into that Pisces energy, that creative, soft, sweet, dissolving, death, surrender energy, which brings us to our new moon that we had on the 23rd, also in Pisces. Again, all about surrender, about healing our heart, healing our mind, our mental health, thinking about forgiveness, thinking about just, sometimes the tides of life take you and you just have to let them take you. You can't really fight them. And that, definitely was happening for me. I'll get into the personal stuff in a second, but that definitely hit home for me and some other people that I know as well. So in general, the energies of this month, like I was saying, a lot of creativity there, a lot of just like, how do I describe this? It's hard to describe energy. This like beautiful movement of love and gentleness and tenderness really coming from the heart, with that Leo energy, with that full moon that we had, and the Pisces as well. Just really heart-centered, full of love, really sweet and really open-hearted energy. Also, with that Mercury retrograde, haphazard, surprises happening, things that were kind of unexpected, being shoved into a position that maybe you weren't really expecting to be in ever, or at least not for a while, and kind of having to fill some bigger shoes. Losing things, not being able to find things that you need to move forward, having delays. I know personally I've been trying to get my business banking situation settled since the beginning of January, and I finally got the accounts open this month, but I haven't been able to actually transfer the money that I've made so far this year to the account yet, because there's just been so many things going on and so many things that I've had to fit in and just not enough time to do anything. And then, just surprises, personally, the biggest thing that happened for me this month, I ended up losing one of my rabbits. My floppy-eared gray boy bunny, whose name is Araby, he passed super unexpectedly while under anesthesia. He's also a Pisces. Yes, I know the signs of my pets. I'm that crazy astrology person. But he was just a sweet, sweet, soft soul, and the sense of passing while under anesthesia, that's a very Piscean thing. It's death, it's dreaminess, it's the release back into everything from form, and that was the biggest thing that stood out for me, and that did happen right around the new moon in Pisces. And so now it's just me and Edison, who is my sweet little albino dwarf girl, and we've just been hanging out without Araby, and that's been kind of difficult. Other surprises happening. I had a friend of mine suddenly, her boss ended up getting fired, and she got promoted to her boss's position just suddenly, and it's kind of nebulous. It's a trial period. She doesn't really know what's going to happen with that. Things are kind of up in the air. I know my folks are trying to find new jobs out in Florida. My mom can't, find her resume. She can't find some of the documents that she needs. There's just things kind of up in the air and happening. Another personal thing for me is really playing with, well, I had an old wound come up. I had an old wound come up right in the heart around not being good enough for a person, a particular person. And instead of dealing with the wound in the way that I always have, which is to really shut down. I mean, I've got a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio Venus, so I kind of tend to just like shut down, and I'm like, fine, then I'll just never talk to you again. And instead of dealing with it that way this time around, I really thought, you know, what if I could just be present? What if I could just be present with this person in question, this new situation? What if I can just be present within this, and present for this, and kind of react to things as they happen instead of making up these stories about this person or this situation or myself or what it means? Why can't I just try to open my heart around this and be present? And so I've been really playing with that, not like really deep comfort and tenderness without attachment. And then also trying my best to not attach to certain pain that comes as well, as a result of anything, really. Just not clinging to the incredible bliss, and not clinging to the sharper sorrows. I've definitely been blessed with some deep, beautiful tenderness and some really heart-wrenching pain, and both of those have been blessings in their own way. I've been able to move through them. So yeah, holding my heart open in the midst of it all, in the midst of the horrible beauty of everything, as Ram Dass always used to say. So yeah, and then last but not least, well, actually, no, I want to talk about that too. There's also a little bit of energy around finding a way to live in a deeper state of meaning, of purpose. Edison, do you want to come out here? You can hop down if you want. I know there's not a lot of room. I'm sitting like right by her thing, and she wants out. she's like, please don't film me. Living with a deeper state of meaning and purpose, and also kind of having a chance to start off clean in some ways. You know, whether it's arriving in a new position, or applying for a new job, or experiencing something new with a new person. There's a chance to start kind of clean and to make those decisions around how we want to fill those shoes, or how we want to react. And then yeah, last but not least, music stuff, my playlist this month. I was listening to a lot of the album Ape in Pink Marble by Devendra Banhart, which, if you know me, you know I love Devendra in general. I haven't actually really dug into all of his albums, but I feel like they'll kind of make it onto my playlist in time, and shape whatever month that they're supposed to shape. Ape in Pink Marble was a really good one for this month. It was, you know, it's dreamy, it's sweet, it's got some points of eeriness. It's really thoroughly beautiful. The song Celebration is great. The song Lucky is so beautiful. Saturday Night is good. There's just a lot of really good songs on that album. I was also listening to Spencer Radcliffe. In particular, there was a song that came on that really just struck me. It's called Yankee, and I like it a lot. Also, some of the album, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Anekko by Jason. It's their newest one. I've been listening to some of the songs off of that. Definitely slaps, really into it. Jason is really good. And then, yeah, lastly, King Cruel, who I'm a big fan of, came out with a new album called Man Alive, just about a week ago, I want to say. So the last week of the month, I was like, does this belong in March's playlist and February's? But put it on February's. It might make its way into March's as well. But Man Alive's really good. I want to say that there's a song called, like, God, I can't remember it because it's so relatively new. I want to say it's called, like, Omen or something, or something like that. But it's really good. Yes, I think that's all. I'm kind of out of it. I had a horrible night of sleep last night. I slept on a hardwood floor essentially, in someone else's place. So I'm a little bit out of it. I'm having coffee. I don't even drink coffee anymore, but I'm doing it right now. I'm about to go help one of my friends move. Again, kind of a sudden move. She had to suddenly move into a new place and suddenly get a new place. So now, we're doing that. But yeah, I hope you guys had a pretty good February and took this energy to really, really feel into yourself, feel into your life, and feel good if you could. I guess it's over now. Cool. I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll let you guys go. The March astrology update will be out tomorrow, if it loads. My computer's been super weird. I'm not going to blame it on Mercury, but I'm kind of blaming it on Mercury. But that should be out tomorrow, and I'll see you guys around pretty soon for more videos. Yeah, take care.